Hi Venkatesh, how are you?
I am fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm good too, thank you. So can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, sir. Myself, Venkatesh. I am completed my graduation in the year of 2021 in civil branch. After that, I went to acquire for some software testing skills.
Mm-hmm.
In there, I learned Selenium, Java, REST Assured, API, and then SQL and manual testing. And my hobbies are playing cricket like that. And this is all about me, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So you know about Selenium Java, rest assured, and manual testing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So what do you know in automation testing? What all
Uh,
different things you have learned in automation testing?
Yeah, I learned Selenium about Selenium,
Hmm.
Selenium automation tool.
Okay. So how would you rate yourself in Selenium automation? Let's say 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. So how much would you rate yourself with respect to Selenium automation?
6 to 7, sir.
6 to 7. Okay, great. Can you tell me the difference between manual testing and automation testing?
Yes, sir. But I prepared for Selenium and TestNG.
Yeah,
Told
yeah.
I am not
Right, right.
full automation.
Okay. So Selenium and TestNG you have prepared. So can you
Yes.
tell me what is the difference between Selenium and manual testing?
In Selenium, we automate the test cases, but in
Mm,
manual testing, we need to manually run all of the processor.
mm,
And in Selenium, we use Selenium tool. By using this tool, it is an open source tool,
mm,
and it can support multiple programming languages and like Java, PHP, JavaScript,
mm,
Ruby, like that. And it can support multiple OSs also, Windows, Linux, and OS. And by it is a open source tool,
mm,
not like QTP. And we can by using Selenium, we can automate uh, web applications.
mm,
Uh, and Selenium has some limitations like by using Selenium, we cannot automate CAPTCHA, and for Windows related operation cannot be done in Selenium. Selenium. For that, we need to use Auto IT, and
So what is Auto IT?
uh, it is used for handling window pop-ups like
Mm.
window pop-ups.
Right. So Auto IT is a tool which you can integrate with Selenium and you can automate the Windows-based or desktop-based applications,
Applications.
right? Using Auto IT. Okay. So which is the version of the Selenium that has recently got launched in the market?
Selenium 4.2, sir. I am using Selenium 4.2 version right now.
Okay. Okay. So do you remember when was the last release done and which were the features that were introduced in the last Selenium version?
Uh, the latest features of Selenium,
Mm,
it is stable version compared to previous version. And
right,
then
right. So that will
uh,
be so that will be stable one only, right?
yes,
Then only
yes,
they'll be releasing. If they'll be releasing an unstable version, then people will make a mess out of them.
yes,
Right?
sir.
These days, you have so many social media accounts where you can just tag them and you can try commenting them. Okay. So you were telling that you are working on 4.2 version. When was the last Selenium version release done? If you are able to recall or if you would have read
No,
somewhere.
sir.
So on
No,
16th
sir.
of May itself, it got released.
Okay, sir.
Okay, 2024, 16th of May, new version of Selenium came into the systems. What is WebDriver?
WebDriver is a interface. It has some 11 abstract methods like
Mm,
get, get title, get current title, get page source, and navigate to Windows like that, and uh, navigate to get page source, get current title, and get window driver window manage. These are some 11 abstract methods
mm,
we have.
okay. How will you launch a browser using WebDriver?
Mm. First, I have used download the dependencies of WebDriver Manager and Selenium. I am
Mhm.
using Maven project here, sir. And then
Okay. What is
uh,
Maven?
Maven is used to maintain the dependencies like there's a like testng dependency. We can download the jar files for testng
Mhm.
and then Selenium. It will take care of the Chrome versions and Chrome versions and Selenium versions, sir. And
Okay.
after that, we need to like WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup, and then WebDriver driver equals new Chrome driver. We need to instantiate the Chrome driver, and by using reference driver, we will launch the main URL like driver dot get, and we pass the URL inside the get, and it will get launched, sir.
Okay. So, can you launch a URL flipkart.com using Selenium? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
possible for you to share your screen and write the code?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have given you screen sharing rights.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes. You need to take a new. Yeah.
Okay, sir. 1 second.
So a lot of practice you have been doing.
Yes, sir.
How did you get so much motivation?
Because of jobs.
Okay.
1 second.
Mhm.
I'm searching for some already downloaded dependencies.
Mhm.
Yes.
Even you haven't left rest assured as well.
Yes, sir.
So have you put this all code in your Git repository?
Yes, sir. I have put it.
Mhm.
After working on that code, I did put that code inside.
Okay.
From Flipkart get launched.
Okay. So it got launched. So now go to that Flipkart screen. Yeah, it is still launching, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. So you need to go to that Flipkart screen now and click on mobiles and have some assertion on what are the different values being displayed after clicking on mobiles. Okay. Yeah. Try to find locators by yourself,
Okay.
right? Some checkpoint you have to keep after clicking mobiles if it is taking you to the correct place or not.
After clicking this mobile, I need to verify whether what's
Yeah, so once you click on the mobiles, then have some checkpoint in your script that whether it has landed to a proper place or not.
uh,
Hmm.
So I'm not able to recall right now. The flow.
Okay. So how much code you have written? Let us see that first. So can you explain what things you have written?
Can I explain, sir?
Yes, yes, you
First,
can explain. Yeah.
asset dot like expected results and
Mm.
actual result, and after that asset dot asset true asset equals like expected results and the actual result. If
So what kind of assert is this? Is it a soft
hard
assertion? Is
assertion,
it a
hard
so
assertion.
why are you going for hard assertion? Any specific reason behind that?
I don't want to execute another statement which is below the. In that case, I will go for hard assertions. If I want to execute the line below the assertion, we will go for the soft assertion.
Okay. Which assertion is more good? A hard assertion or soft assertion? More better, more useful?
Soft assertion, sir. And
It depends on what?
it depends on the situations. Like if you want to, if you don't want to execute another statement, we will
Hmm.
go for hard assertions. If you want another statement to execute, we will go for soft assertion.
Hmm. So soft assertion, it will allow test execution to continue even if an assertion fails.
Fails.
So that is very important that you tell in an interview. So now let me show you the code as well for the same. Hello.
Yes, sir. We have 8 types of locator.
Hmm.
Here, locators means the locators are used to locate the web element in the
Hmm.
web page. And
Hmm.
some of the locators are ID, name, class name, link,
Hmm.
partial link, CSS selector, XPath. And the priority wise, ID have the first priority because compared to all of the other locators, ID locators have unique in nature. And
Hmm.
after that, priority goes for name, and in if we have a chance to select like CSS selector or XPath selector,
Hmm.
we will go for CSS selector because compared to XPath, it is fast. That's why we go for the CSS selector. This is all about the locators.
Hmm. Hmm. So you would have created scripts in Selenium. So which are the different exceptions that you have got in Selenium?
No such element exception, no such frame exception, no such Windows exception,
Hmm.
timeout exceptions, and element interceptable exception,
Hmm.
and stale element exception, like this. No such
What
element
is
exception.
Yeah, yeah. Please
uh,
go ahead. Hmm.
when locator is not able to find the web element, we get no such element exception, and no such frame exception. When we try to switch to the frame but it is not present, then we get the no such frame exception, and then no such Windows exception when we try to switch to the Windows, but window is not visible, then
Hmm.
we get the no such Windows exception,
Hmm.
and then uh, element interceptable exceptions. When we try to locate the web element, but that like web element is hidden by the other web element, then we get the element interceptable exception. We can solve this exception by using JavaScript executor. There is one click method. By using click method, it can forcefully click on that web element. And timeout exception, when the web element is not get loaded within the time, then you get a timeout of exception. And then these are answer. These are all
Good,
the exceptions.
good. So when will you get stale element reference exception? I think you mentioned that in that point. So can you explain this
Stale element exception,
reference exception? Yeah.
when the element is present in
Hmm.
the DOM, but we are not able to locate it for
Present
execute.
or not present?
present in the DOM, but we are not able to locate it.
Okay, see, I'll tell you the answer for this. Okay, so when a previously located web element is no longer present on the DOM, or it has been changed, that it is no longer valid, then you will get stale element reference exception. So what are the different causes? The web page has been refreshed, or you can say it navigated to some other page. The DOM updates, the element has been removed and re-added to the DOM. So those are also one of the causes. Then JavaScript Ajax updates. So let's say if you're getting some dynamic changes into a web page via JavaScript or Ajax calls, then these things you can do. Then the, few of the examples are also given. If you are locating a button on a web page and you're clicking on it, but the page dynamically updates via Ajax, right? So
Yes,
those are all the categorized, or you can say the scenario here.
yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, one more scenario that we'll take is, imagine you locate a button on a web page and click on it, but the page dynamically updates, interact with the element again. So this reference to the button also becomes stale, right?
Okay,
And you'll get stale element reference exception.
okay, sir.
Okay. Now I want you to open Amazon.com.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you open Amazon.com?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just open Amazon.com. What I'll do is I'll ask you to find Locator in that.
Yes, sir. Sir, it got opened.
Now I want you to find the locator for returns and orders. At the top right, are you able to see returns and orders? And to find the locator for that particular website, for that particular thing.
Done, sir.
So you have taken class as a locator, which is not
Yes, sir.
reliable. Class cannot be a reliable locator. Any other option you have? So never ever go for classes.
Okay.
Hmm. How many elements you're getting? Zero. Zero.
Um,
Should get one of one. Why don't you define an XPath with text itself if you're getting text there?
I'm not sure about this, sir.
Mhm. Okay, no worries, no worries. So you can stop sharing your screen. See, you will get such kind of questions wherein you have to answer about the locators, you have to answer about your framework and all these things, right? Those would be asked to you. Okay, now let's come to the next point. What is extent report?
Extent report is used to are the reports which is used to get the reports, get the details of the report. And if you don't provide the report, test engine will provide defaultly report.
So what kind of reporting mechanism you are using in your framework? Or have you practiced
Uh,
anything so far?
uh, on the part on the report section, I didn't practice.
Okay, fine. What is the difference between page object model and page factory?
And in page object model, we need to create separate classes for a separate web page,
Mhm.
and the web elements present inside the page we need to create as an object and perform some action on that. By using page object model, code reusability, we can achieve code reusability. And if you want to change anything, we can change in one place, like that. Page factory is a we have find by in page factory. By using it is the implementation of page object model. Page factory is implementation of page object model, and then by using page factory, we can reduce the number of lines. Uh, that's it. This is all of it.
Okay. So what is the difference between absolute XPath and relative XPath?
Um, Absolute XPath is starts from the child node, and
Mm.
it is lengthy compared to relative XPath. And relative and absolute XPath start like dot signal slash, and in the relative XPath starts from anywhere, like that. We can relative XPath start from anywhere, and for relative XPath we use dot double slash. It is recommended to use the relative XPath.
Relative or absolute?
Relative XPath.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Which are the best practices that you should follow from the page object model design pattern?
Best practices.
Sorry?
I'm recalling, sir.
Okay, no worries. Take your time.
Can you rephrase the question, sir?
Yeah. So I'm asking, mm, yeah, the question was, which are the best practices that you will follow in case of page object model design pattern?
We create the separate pages, separate
Yes,
classes
yes,
for separate pages.
that is right. Separate pages you would be creating, but what about the best practices that you need to follow?
Sir, I'm not getting.
Hmm. Okay, no worries. Yeah, okay. How would you perform an action on a checkbox control using Selenium? What will
By
you do? Mhm.
I will assess the website and then perform a click operation by using click method.
Okay, so let's say there is a checkbox in one of the website.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so can you write a code? How will you automate the checkbox? You don't have to write main and all those things, just write the logic.
Mm, yes, sir.
Are you sharing your screen?
Sir, can I?
Yeah. Yes, it's visible.
And
So you're writing in terms of theoretically, but can you write the
yes, sir.
code? Can you write the code? Done?
One second. Sir.
So you're writing in a notepad.
Yes, sir.
Why not in IDE?
I thought only code is enough.
Okay, fine.
I will inspect on the checkbox and
Mm,
find the locator and perform click operation on that.
Okay. Okay then. This is click operation. You will create a checkbox. What if you have multiple pages? Then what will you do? You have
Then
checkbox on multiple pages. Then what will you do?
by using select clause, we can select multiple.
Not for checkbox. Select class is not used for checkbox. Okay. So let this be an open question for the people who are watching this video. How would you automate a checkbox using Selenium Web? Right. Okay, Venkatesh, let's move to the next question. What do you know about Jenkins?
Jenkins, it is like continuous integration tools.
Hmm. Then,
And that thing I know.
okay, Venkatesh, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir. Which are the parts I need to improve?
Yeah. So you need to improve in coding, practicing, right? Like automating a checkbox, automating the different controls, text box, radio button, drop down using Selenium. Then you should have some idea about DevOps. Not in detail, I'm telling, but just some idea, right? Because you would be applying for the positions up to 2 years.
Yes,
Then DevOps is very important. Jenkins done. Okay. Then what would happen is you would be asked to write all these kind of things, right? What is relative XPath, absolute XPath? You would be asked to find out. So in those particular things, you have to practice. And what is the difference between absolute and sort of relative XPath? Those particular thing you can express. You can practice.
okay, sir.
Okay. Okay then. Thank you, Venkatesh,
Thank you,
and
sir.
all the best for your career.
Thank you, sir.